Once there was a boy lived in Green Village named Kabeer. He was 17 years old and always dreamed of achieving something big. Kabeer liked learning new things, but he often felt confused and lost. His thoughts were scattered, and he could not focus on his goals. Sometimes he felt that success was far away and almost impossible. He tried to study, but his mind kept wandering in different directions. Kabeer's parents noticed his struggles and wanted to help him grow. They talked to him daily and tried to explain lessons of life. "Focus on one thing, Kabeer, and you will understand it better," they said. Kabeer listened carefully but still felt his mind slipping into distractions. He wanted success but did not know how to reach it clearly. One day, his mother said, "We will take you to someone who understands." They went to a wise man who taught people about life and thinking. The guru welcomed Kabeer and asked him about his daily struggles calmly. Kabeer shared his thoughts and feelings, telling everything honestly without fear. The guru smiled and said, "Your mind is powerful, but it needs guidance now." He explained, "If you change your thoughts, you can change your life completely." Kabeer listened and tried to understand the meaning of these simple words. The guru gave examples from daily life to make the lessons easier. He said, "A river flows smoothly when there are no stones in its path." Kabeer looked puzzled, but the guru continued with another simple illustration. "Your thoughts are like seeds. Positive seeds grow strong and produce fruits." Kabeer began thinking carefully about what he was learning from the wise man. He felt hope growing slowly inside his heart and mind every single day. The guru gave Kabeer small exercises to control and focus his thoughts. He told him, "Write your thoughts daily and observe what your mind chooses." Kabeer followed these instructions with patience, even when results felt very small. He started noticing changes, small shifts in the way he thought and felt. His mind became more peaceful, and his ideas started forming clearly now. For the first time, Kabeer realized that learning thinking was more important than studying. He felt motivated to continue practicing daily and never give up easily. The guru encouraged him to believe in himself and never fear mistakes again. Kabeer promised himself to follow this path and improve step by step slowly. He returned home with new hope and determination to change his life entirely. After returning home, Kabeer felt a strong desire to improve himself daily. He remembered the guru's words, "Change your thoughts and change your life completely." Kabeer began writing his daily thoughts in a small notebook every single morning. He observed carefully which thoughts were positive and which ones made him sad. Whenever negative thoughts appeared, he tried to replace them with hopeful, encouraging ideas. His mind slowly started feeling lighter and more peaceful than ever before. At first, it was difficult to control his thoughts, but he kept trying. Kabeer's mother noticed small changes and praised him for his daily efforts. "Your mind looks calmer now, Kabeer, and your focus is slowly improving," she said. His father also encouraged him, sharing small stories from his own past experiences. They explained that success comes slowly, but requires patience and consistent effort daily. Kabeer followed their advice carefully and worked on small tasks with full attention. He learned that even small improvements in thoughts can lead to big changes. Every day, he reminded himself of the guru's simple but powerful life lessons. He repeated, "Positive thoughts grow strong like seeds planted in fertile soil daily." Kabeer started noticing that his studies became easier when his mind stayed calm. He could understand difficult topics faster and remember ideas more clearly than before. His confidence grew slowly, giving him hope that he could achieve great success. Sometimes, he failed or forgot to stay positive. But he never gave up. He remembered the Guru's words, "Mistakes are lessons. They guide you toward improvement." Kabeer began helping his friends understand these simple thinking techniques too every day. His friends noticed changes and asked him about the secret behind his growth. Kabeer explained patiently, showing them how to replace negative thoughts with positive ones. He realized that teaching others also helped him strengthen his own mind daily. His parents felt proud to see their son becoming disciplined and more responsible now. Kabeer started imagining bigger goals for himself, thinking about the life he wanted. He wrote down small steps to reach each goal, making them achievable gradually. Every morning he read his goals and reminded himself why they mattered deeply. His energy increased because he believed in himself and his ability to succeed. Slowly, people in the village started noticing Kabeer's dedication and positive attitude daily. He felt proud, but he also remained humble, remembering that learning never truly ends. Kabeer promised himself that he would continue following the Guru's lessons faithfully forever. One day, Kabeer faced a difficult challenge in his studies at home. He could not understand a problem, and frustration began to grow inside him. His first thought was to give up and leave it for later entirely. Then, he remembered the Guru's words, "Positive thoughts create positive results in life." Kabeer took a deep breath and focused on finding a simple solution carefully. He broke the problem into small steps, trying each part one at a time. Slowly, he started understanding the problem, and his confidence grew with each step. He realized that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities to learn and grow. Kabeer's parents noticed his determination and praised him for staying focused and calm. They reminded him that success comes only after consistent effort and strong patience. His mother gave an example. Even rivers flow smoothly after passing many stones daily. Kabeer smiled, realizing that every small challenge could make him stronger inside. He continued practicing difficult problems and noticed improvement in his skills every day. Sometimes, he felt tired or wanted to stop, but he pushed himself carefully. The Guru had taught him to celebrate small victories and not wait for perfection. Kabeer started writing down each success, no matter how small it seemed daily. This habit gave him confidence and proof that hard work produces real results. His friends began noticing Kabeer's changes and asked him how he stayed motivated. He explained how controlling thoughts and focusing on small steps could change life. Kabeer realized that sharing knowledge also strengthened his own understanding and discipline daily. He faced bigger challenges, like public speaking and difficult learning tasks at home. Each time, he remembered positive thoughts and used practical methods taught by the Guru. Slowly, Kabeer began achieving tasks he had never imagined completing before successfully. He learned that failures were not permanent. They were lessons guiding him forward. Every day he strengthened his mind with patience, focus, and consistent effort steadily. Kabeer's confidence grew so much that he started imagining a brighter future clearly. He wrote down big goals and divided them into small, achievable steps carefully. He promised himself never to let negative thoughts control his mind ever again. Kabeer started feeling happy, realizing that his life was slowly changing for better. He understood that practical action combined with positive thinking creates long-lasting success. The boy felt proud, but he also remained humble, remembering the Guru's teachings daily. Kabeer knew that his journey had just begun, but his mindset was strong now. One morning, Kabeer faced a challenge much bigger than he had ever tried. A new task seemed impossible, and fear started growing strongly in his mind. He felt like giving up, believing he was not smart enough for success. Kabeer remembered the guru's words, "Your mind is powerful. Guide it carefully every day." He took a deep breath and decided to face the problem calmly and slowly. Instead of rushing, he analyzed the task and wrote down small, clear steps. Each step seemed simple, but completing them required focus, patience, and determination carefully. Sometimes, mistakes happened and Kabeer felt frustrated, but he refused to quit immediately. He remembered, mistakes are not failure, they are lessons teaching you practical solutions. Kabeer tried different methods to solve the problem until he found the right way. His confidence grew with each success, even when progress felt very small daily. He realized that challenges tested not only skills, but also strength of character truly. Kabeer's parents encouraged him, saying, "Believe in yourself, and results will follow soon." He worked longer hours than before, but kept his mind positive and focused constantly. His friends noticed his dedication and were inspired to try harder in their own tasks. Kabeer understood that motivation comes from action, not only listening to advice daily. He reminded himself to think positively, plan carefully, and act step by step slowly. Even when he failed temporarily, Kabeer learned lessons to avoid mistakes next time. He discovered creative ways to simplify complex problems and make them easier to handle. Kabeer's small victories built confidence, giving him hope to tackle even bigger tasks. He realized that every obstacle could become an opportunity if faced with courage. The guru's teachings became clearer now, showing how thought control changed his practical life. Kabeer's mind became disciplined, and his emotions stayed calm even under heavy pressure. He noticed that fear disappeared when he focused on solutions, not problems, carefully. Every evening he wrote progress in his notebook, noting lessons and positive changes daily. Kabeer felt proud, but he also stayed humble, knowing growth requires constant practice forever. He promised himself never to fear challenges and always try with patience and hope. Slowly, Kabeer started believing that no task was too big if approached wisely. He understood that success depended on consistent effort, clear thinking, and self-belief fully. Kabeer's journey showed him that inner strength mattered more than external support or conditions. He felt motivated to continue improving and ready for even bigger achievements in future. After weeks of consistent effort, Kabeer began seeing results from his hard work. His difficult tasks became easier because his mind was focused and disciplined daily. He noticed that learning new skills felt natural when he stayed positive and patient. His parents felt proud, seeing their son growing confident and motivated every single day. Kabeer shared his techniques with friends, teaching them how to control their own thoughts. His friends became inspired, trying new methods to improve themselves and reach their goals. The boy realized that success was not only personal, but also helping others grow. Kabeer's confidence attracted attention from teachers who admired his dedication and clear thinking. He started taking small leadership roles in group tasks, managing responsibilities successfully now. Whenever challenges appeared, Kabeer remained calm and focused, remembering the guru's powerful lessons. He learned that every positive thought contributed to real changes in practical life. Sometimes he felt tired, but he remembered that patience and effort produce lasting results. His daily notebook became full of lessons, progress, and small victories to encourage himself. Kabeer's mindset had changed completely. Negative thoughts no longer controlled his actions or feelings. He started setting bigger goals, believing that he could achieve anything with determination. The boy faced new problems with courage, solving them step by step carefully and wisely. His parents smiled, realizing that guidance combined with action had transformed their son completely. Kabeer understood that success required both thinking wisely and working consistently every single day. He started inspiring others in his village, showing them that effort and belief matter. His friends and younger children looked up to him, wanting to follow his example seriously. Kabeer felt happiness, knowing he could influence others positively while continuing his personal growth. He realized that teaching and motivating others strengthened his own understanding and discipline daily. Even small achievements made him more confident, encouraging him to aim higher for bigger tasks. Kabeer knew that success was a journey, not a destination, requiring focus and practice. He remembered the Guru's words, "Your thoughts shape your life. Guide them carefully always." Every day he visualized his goals and reminded himself why he started this journey. Kabeer learned that action without positive thought or belief often fails to produce results. He began to understand that life challenges were opportunities to grow stronger and wiser. Kabeer felt proud, but he stayed humble, knowing his journey had only just begun. He promised himself to continue learning, improving, and helping others reach their full potential. One day, Kabeer faced the biggest challenge he had ever encountered in life. A task appeared almost impossible, testing all the skills he had learned carefully. He felt nervous, but he remembered the Guru's words about controlling thoughts and focus. Kabeer took a deep breath and planned each step clearly before taking action slowly. He broke the big problem into smaller parts, handling one part at a time patiently. At first, mistakes happened, but Kabeer remembered they were lessons, not failures at all. He corrected errors carefully and learned new techniques to make progress steadily every day. Kabeer's parents encouraged him, saying, "We believe in you, you can achieve anything." Their support gave him hope, but Kabeer knew the real strength came from himself. He focused on positive thoughts, believing that hard work and patience always produce results. Kabeer tried every possible method until he found the solution that finally worked successfully. He felt happiness and pride, knowing his consistent effort had brought him meaningful success. The boy realized that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities to show inner strength. He remembered how small daily habits had gradually prepared him to handle this big test. Kabeer's friends celebrated his achievement and were inspired to improve their own lives now. He understood that sharing knowledge and positivity strengthens not only others, but also yourself. The Guru's teachings became clear. Controlling thoughts and focusing effort leads to real success. Kabeer now felt confident, disciplined, and ready for bigger goals in the future confidently. He knew that every obstacle, failure, and mistake had contributed to his growth completely. Kabeer felt gratitude for his parents, the Guru, and everyone who believed in him. He promised himself to continue thinking positively, acting wisely, and helping others reach success. Kabeer learned that life rewards patience, focus, and effort combined with strong self-belief. His mind had become calm, his heart motivated, and his spirit ready for challenges. He realized that the power to change life was always inside his own thoughts. Kabeer's story showed him that nothing is impossible if you think, plan, and act wisely. He celebrated success humbly, understanding that growth is a journey requiring constant practice daily. His final test proved that mindset, effort, and belief are the true keys to achievement. Kabeer smiled, feeling proud but knowing the journey of learning and improvement never ends. He promised to stay motivated and disciplined while continuing to inspire others through his story. Kabeer now believed fully, change your thoughts, and you can change your entire life. After achieving success, Kabeer reflected on everything he had learned throughout the journey. He realized that positive thinking had changed his life more than anything else. His consistent effort, patience, and focus had turned small actions into meaningful results daily. Kabeer understood that failures were not enemies, but teachers guiding him toward improvement slowly. He remembered every mistake and challenge, appreciating how each had strengthened his determination greatly. The Guru's teachings now made perfect sense, showing him the power of the mind fully. Kabeer smiled, realizing that control over thoughts leads to control over actions naturally. He felt proud, knowing he had transformed himself through small daily habits and consistency. Kabeer also recognized the value of support from his parents and friends in life. They had encouraged him, believed in him, and helped him stay motivated during struggles. He understood that guidance combined with personal effort produces the strongest, most lasting results. Kabeer decided to share his story to inspire others facing challenges like him daily. He thought, anyone can achieve success if they guide thoughts and act patiently consistently. Kabeer realized that self-belief is the foundation, but practice and discipline make it real. He felt happiness in knowing that small, simple steps can lead to big success. Kabeer wanted every viewer to understand the lesson he had learned through experience deeply. He reflected, change your thoughts, focus your mind, and work patiently toward your goals. Kabeer now felt ready for new challenges, stronger, wiser, and motivated than ever. He knew life is a journey, and every step, no matter how small, matters. Kabeer also remembered to remain humble, sharing knowledge while continuing to learn constantly daily. He realized that success is not only achieving goals, but also growing and inspiring others. Kabeer's journey showed that anyone can overcome fear, doubt, and failure with positive thinking. He wanted every viewer to believe in themselves, control thoughts, and act wisely always. He smiled, thinking about his growth,